We're gonna get started in just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment. All right. Move that there. Bada bing. How we doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just thought I'd get a quick little live stream in before work once again for the community. Hello, Cubicans. What's cracking, man? Where's the community at? Where are you guys at? Is this thing on? Yellow. The community was live a few months ago. Everybody's gone. Where'd everybody go? We got closeted cubic holders these days. It's like no one's proud to be a cubic holder anymore. What's going on up in here? Hold on a second. Let me fix this up. Huh? What's going on here? What's the big idea? Streamer is tripping. What the feezy? There we go. Why wasn't it showing on the... Anyway. Technical difficulties, but we're good now. Bing, bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, biggie, bing. All right, so let's get right into it. Where are all my closeted cubic holders at? If you're in the closet and you're holding cubic, say yeah. All right. Let's jump into this. I want to jump into the AMA, all cap, AMA all cap, the all hands recap that they recently had. Sometimes the AMAs are hard to listen to because the audio is pretty bad. But thankfully, they have these blogs that they put out maybe a week or so after. Not to mention, if you're following the live streams and the content, I mean, you're pretty much ahead of the game of the AMAs. But yeah. That's me. What the heck? Yo. What is going on with this thing? Sorry, my StreamYard format is like tripping right now. Oh boy. All right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, they say. What have I done? All right, that's better. All right. Let's get into this. My bad, guys. Let's get into this recap. Shall we click on this for old time's sake?
DLDR. Two systems went.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's get into the meat of this article. All right, the core tech outside computing. All right, outsource computing. All right, this is one of the biggest pillars in the network. I have wrapped my head around it, but I know there's more to understand about it. But I do understand it. It's a pretty dope thing that the Qubic network can do now with outsourced computations. So check this out. Kubrick outsourced computing, the third pillar, now on mainnet. All right, outsourced computing is best understood as the bridge between a Qubic app and everything outside Qubic. Until now, smart contracts could run their logic and read outside data through oracles. Outsourced computing lets them act triggering events in the wider world. That completes the third and final pillar of how Qubic connects to the to anything and anyone can watch the network. What? Oh, anyone can watch what the network triggers in the test setup at ocmock.cubic.org. All right, BP 9000 or BPP 9000. All right, we've talked about this before. Their new mining algorithm. So let's check this out. BPP 9000 changes what mining rewards. Mining on Cubic runs on, excuse me, a useful proof of work, right? Not just random proof of work, right? Not just proving you wasted computational resources just to get to a number, right? This this mining cluster mines AI solutions for the greater good, right? Not just random solutions for math problems. So miners do real AI work rather than solving arbitrary puzzles. This algorithm points that This algorithm points that work at predicting whether Bitcoin's price will rise, fall, or hold over a year. Man, these articles. All right, the meaningful shift is in scoring. Miners used to be paid for producing the most answers. Now they are paid for producing the best one. And lower error scores win. So the better your miner, the more your reward. I mean, obviously. Uh, that single change pushes every miner toward quality, which is exactly what the research behind Qubic's AI needs. All right, so BPP 9000 also sets up the next algorithm. I was just about to say, that reminds me of the ant colony. Today, every computer works the same task in parallel. The ant colony lets tasks chain together so machines build on each other's results the way a real colony does. Ant colony is targeted for epoch 228. Nice. I think we're on 225 right now, or 226. I think 225. But that's really dope. If you guys are familiar with how ants work, I'm very familiar because during the summertime, our house will get ants if you're not careful cleaning up after yourself. So like ants will like hunt. They always have like little soldier ants just looking for stuff, right? Here and there. But once that little ant finds something, it goes cuckoo cuckoo. Dude, all his little homies follow his trail and they all have the most efficient path, mining that food from where it is. So and when they're done with that little cluster of food, they go out and search for more. And it builds and compounds. And if you're not careful, dude, you'll have a whole ant army all over the place eating all your food. So it's pretty dope. Like if you think of how that works for like an ANN, an automated neural network, where it's just constantly working at stuff like forever in time, like AI solutions, like it's a lot more complex. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to use that type of like methodology in terms of AI training. That's pretty interesting. Growing a brain, I should say. All right, AIO Dev Kit to all the developers who need a home on Qubic. All you C++, all you Web 2 builders, we got you. We got you here on Qubic. Web 2 builder, C++, come on over, man. The AIO Dev Kit build and test Qubic smart contracts for free. Yes, that is a very yeah, testing smart contracts is a pain point in blockchain. It's very expensive to do that. All right, the AIO dev kit removes the biggest hurdle for new builders, which is cost. Testing a smart contract used to mean roughly 10K to run it through an IPO. Yikes. Damn. The kit lets a developer build and test locally for nothing, then move to mainnet only when the contract is ready. Ooh la la. It pairs naturally with AI coding tools. Nice. Point Claude Code at Qubic Docs, ask for a contract, and it can write and test the whole thing automatically. Oh, snap. Huh. AI, okay. Okay. Sometimes I be doubting myself. I'm like, can I actually build something on Qubic? And I'll be like, nah, let the builders do that. You know what? You know what, man? Maybe I can build something on Qubic. You know what? Fuck doubting myself. Maybe I can. Yeah, you know what? With the advent of Claude Code and Qubic Docs, am I kidding myself? Let me know in the comments. One developer shipped 3 contracts in the first week. Ooh, hey, any devs out there, help me out, man. Wait, I need an idea. Okay, anyway. Cheaper, faster iteration should mean more Qubic smart contracts on the network and better ones. Qubic dev testing and security. 2 smaller items round out the core update. A new technical account at Qubic Dev now posts 3 to 5 times a week for developers. Oh yeah, they have a new the core developer team on Qubic has an official Twitter page, formerly known as X, at Qubic Dev DEV. So check them out. Give them a follow. Likety like. All right, back to the article. Bing 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 ding bing bing. All right, now blah, 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 blah. So tech news no longer awaits for the fortnightly AMA. Fortnightly. And behind every stable release sits a small testing duo, Qubic and Yura BB8, who run who run nodes and push new builds until they break, excuse me, then help third party developers get set up in Discord dev channel. Maintenance work continued in the background. Private repositories are now encrypted. Oh yeah, if you were you guys here for that security breach the other day? Oh boy. Make sure you guys check out that news or in the live stream. I for sure did a live stream about it. I'm not sure if I did a shorter video. But yeah, look it up. And core math optimizations are in testing to make software run faster. On security, 7 of the 9 post-incident actions are complete. Ecosystem Qubic goes live on Aeon Pay. We've discussed that already. I don't know if should I talk about it again? Yeah, I might as well. The headline here is adoption you can spend. So essentially, Qubic is live on Aeon Pay, which means it works around 50 million merchants across the markets in Asia. Just so you guys know, um, I had no business testing it out anyway because it doesn't even work in the States yet. But I was testing out Aeon Pay just to make some content. And then yeah, I talked about this in the last live stream I did. But there's some sort of technical difficulties going on because I wasn't the only person this happened to. The issue's being resolved already. I talked to the proper people. I'm being refunded. But if you send your Qubic, I sent 15 million Qubic. I sent 15 million Qubic to Aeon Pay to fund it. And then it only credited me only 15 Qubic, literally. Like, so 15 million less times 15x less. Oh no, a million times less than I deposited. But anyway, if you're gonna use Aeon Pay, long story short, test it out first. Send like 1 million or 2 million first. Um, because yeah, you don't want to go through a whole going on Discord, talking to people, and then just test it out first. If it doesn't work, communicate with the proper channels. Da 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 da. So yeah, so Aeon Pay is there. I hope they figure that out on the back end. I don't know what's going on with Aeon Pay, but before you send any money to the Aeon Pay app, just test it out first. I'm not saying don't use it, but test it out and yeah, do that. Regulation advances as well. The entity that will carry Qubic's white paper through the European Union's markets and crypto assets MiCA requirements has been formally founded and is now operating. Nice. Okay. So Qubic is working is making the proper moves to get to work well with MiCA requirements. That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know, mate. Qubic also picked up listings on 3 more developer activity trackers, and further partnerships are lined up for announcement. Nice. All right, one project your interest in the Q&A, Bifrost. Never heard of Bifrost. What is Bifrost? Okay, I'll look that up. A trustless bridge in development. It uses Oracle machines and zero-knowledge proofs to move assets without a central operator holding control, which addresses the main concern with earlier bridge designs. An early version is estimated at roughly 1.5 to 2 months out. Bifrost. Huh. Bifrost. Is it Bifrost? Sorry, I don't want to get too sidetracked. Sorry. All right, anyway. Scientific Q. All right. The scientific side, baby. Dude, we be winning papers left and right. We keep winning fucking science of the year, AI of the decade, paper of the fucking afternoon. All right, David Vivancos and Dr. Jose Sanchez brought back strong results from a month on the road for Qubic's decentralized AI network. All right, the core idea is simple. To state the most, AI runs on binary logic, ones and zeros. Qubic's neural networks use 3 states: yes, no, and a neutral middle. That middle, otherwise known as maybe, acts as a buffer, much closer to how a real brain decides whether a neuron fires. The team's paper on this idea, the neural buffer state, won best oral presentation at the AMLDS. Why do they keep having to say oral? Just say best presentation, right? It sounds weird. All right, anyway. But I digress. It's second best paper award this year. I mean, they gotta word these things. Can I write these? Can I proofread these articles, please? Oh man, these articles are a good opportunity to attract, because people who like to read articles will come back more if things are well written. You know what I mean? Anyway, accepted Cubic's multi-neuraxon work now published in Springer's AGI proceedings. Multi-neuraxon links many of these artificial neurons into a proto-brain with separate regions for tasks like vision and sound. Getting into Springer matters because it puts the work in front of the research worldwide who can cite it and build on it. Oh. Huh. Hold on. Let me look something up real quick. Uh, Springer publishes research on AGI through its annual international. conference on artificial general intelligence journals. Oh, uh, interesting. Asia, dude, this has been going on for a while. 2011, 2012, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26? Interesting. Huh. Du-du-du-du. Pursuing journals like AI and Society, Architecture, exploring foundational structures for general intelligence, moving beyond narrow AI assumptions, embodiment, studying systems that learn from runtime experience rather than static design, time time training. Huh. Wow. So Springer's AGI is dude, it's easy to overlook some of this stuff because we're not familiar with the names of these things, but it's in the name of science in regards to science and AI, this is pretty groundbreaking stuff, man. All right, multi-neuraxon links many of these artificial neurons into a proto-brain separate regions for tasks like vision and sound. Getting into Springer matters because it puts the work in front of researchers worldwide who can cite it and build on it. I just read that again. Whoops. Progress showed up on the benchmarks too. Yeah, we scored up. We beat a score again, yo. One of the toughest reasoning tests in AI. Qubic's model uh roughly doubled their score at 0.25. This is the strict offline Kaggle version of the test run with no internet access. Keep in mind they also only use CPUs with no GPUs. Anyway, so the result reflects genuine reasoning rather than lookup. Alongside that, the team's evolutionary game of life ran nonstop for 44 days with 1,000 community-built neurons competing. The standout finding was inheritance. Offspring carried traits from their parents as results, now feeding the next round of papers. The dataset publishes on Hugging Face next week. Oh man. Why this matters for a crypto project comes down to credibility. Yep. Peer reviewed. Peer reviewed. We've talked about peer review ad nauseum. Peer review science is where it's at. Peer review science is why anything that matters works today. Right? Award-winning AGI research is rare in the space. You damn Skippy. It opens doors to serious scientific and institutional interests that most tokens never reach. This is the open science engine behind Agarth. This isn't, yep, Qubic's decentralized AI project. A full write-up of the conference presentation is on the way. Hallelujah. Yeah, man, we're not just another coin or token, dude. There's over 2 million tokens and coins out there. There's only one network building AI with decentralized compute. Verifiable. Founded by the guy who is the only man in Web3 to create things that are not Bitcoin clones or Ethereum clones. He actually came up with proof. The founder of Qubic came up with proof of stake. He came up with directed acyclical graph. He came up, rumor has it, he might be Satoshi Nakamoto. He was certainly one of the first Bitcoin miners ever. So, I mean, the founder of this project, his reputation precedes him. If I should say so myself. Oh, I see some comments up in here. They are developing Bifrost. Oh, what's up, Camo Joe? We got friends in the building. Friends in the building. Milk money. What you say? Milk money. Happy Thursday, baby. Happy Thursday. No more locked doors. All right. So there's that. Marketing growth across X and email. Nah, that's. Are you guys interested in this? All right. The last 2 weeks brought steady growth. Impressions on X rose 50%. To 722.8K, blah 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 blah. No offense. The Alchemy Pay launch campaign backed up. Man, I feel like this Alchemy Pay launch got fumbled. Cause like, from my understanding, I think they announced something. They were doing like a contest to create like some media, right, for Alchemy Pay. But like they didn't announce it on X until like 2 days before. I was like, dude, what's going on? Anyway, like the fumble of the year. Whoever was responsible for that announcement. Yeah. Step it up. Mm, Not to mention the whole like the Aeon Pay thing that happened because it didn't just happen to me. Like a lot of people had the same issue that I mentioned earlier with Aeon Pay. Like, did no one test it? You know what I mean? I don't know. It just seems like stuff like that shouldn't happen. Anyway, there's opportunities there. I still love Qubic, but I don't know. Balls are being fumbled and dropped here and there, but it's cool. It's just opportunities to do better. It's still a baby ass project. You feel me? What else we talking about? What else we talking about? What else we talking about? Oh yeah. I do have other cryptocurrencies that I hold aside from Cubic and Transition. I don't know if you guys I've talked about the Metallicus network before in the past, but I haven't talked about them in like a minute. So Metallicus, let me show you. They're in the ISO 20022 universe. I haven't even looked at I don't be looking at practice these days. Let me see metal CoinGecko. What's metal blockchain looking like? Ooh, it's back down to 10 cents. Opportunity of a lifetime. So there's the holy trinity of the Metallicus network, but they have more tokens, but let me just show you. Let me see year to date. Where's the year? Bruh, this thing peaked so hard right up here to we've been in since like 4 cents right here. Dude, it peaked up to like 40. So anyway, there's metal. They have metal, which look at the supply right here. Look at the supply right here. Pretty ominous supply, but less than a billion. They also have the loan protocol. I'm not gonna get too technical with the whole um skip. Damn, why is CoinGecko so damn noisy? Look at this though. Oh, because I'm not a trader. I don't be selling these peaks. I should have, dude. This thing literally went parabolic. I should have fucking sold it and bought back down here. God damn. I could have fucking quadrupled my shit. Anyway, there's loan. Still has 3 zeros on it. And not XRP, but XPR. 2 zeros and a 2. Yeah, so yeah, there's more opportunities aside from Qubic. Ooh, I'm not saying go and get these, but these are things that I dabble with. And I say all that to say, boom. Let's check back up on these guys. So this is the Metallicus network. They are yeah, they're the only project that's like certified by the Fed now. Like they've gone through like testing and sandboxing for the last couple of years. Like they've onboarded numerous credit unions over the past 2 years. Like it's like I would talk about this network more, but like Qubic is just like is a lot, so it takes a lot of my attention. But dude, check this out. Infrastructure for real-time money. And I wanted to talk about this again because like stable coins, you can't ignore stable coins. Like as much as you want to, because no one's gonna be spending Bitcoin for food or Ethereum or like no one's gonna be like, oh, here's my Solana for my food, right? That's dumb. People are gonna be spending dollars, right? And money is mostly people use digital dollars anyway, like they tap to pay, they use their card, whatever. But now there's gonna be an even cheaper way to do that, right? Which is stable coins. It's gonna be way cheaper to transact on like something like a Qubic or a Solana chain than it will be to transact on like Mastercard or like Visa or something like that, unless they come up with their own blockchains or whatever. Which I mean they can do. Nothing's stopping them. So anyway, check this out. Fed Now service 24, dude. The Fed Now, they went through Fed Now testing for like ever. You can see here on the bottom corner. Can I zoom in even more? Yeah, the Fed Now service 24/7 instant payments pioneer. US faster payments canceled. Jack Henry VIP member. Temenos. Dude, Jack Henry is huge. Jack Henry is huge. Look at this. The decentralized banking network. The TBDN, as they say. 30 plus institutions in stablecoin pilots. Do you guys understand? 30 plus institutions. Like meaning like small banks, credit unions, like things like that. Not just these guys aren't playing around. Look up the Metallicus network, Marshall Hayner, what they've been doing for the last couple of years. You will not be disappointed. All right, I'm not gonna hold your hand through it, but do your own research. Average cost per transaction, dude, 1/100th of a penny, not 1/10 of a penny, 1/100th of a penny. Look at this. Combined institutional assets under management, 90 plus billion. Come on. Come on. And you're looking at prices like this? Hold on a second. You're looking at prices like this? 10 cents? We're talking a potential like this thing can do like Solana prices. I mean, look, do you do you do you understand the total addressable market that these guys are going for? Banks, credit unions. Come on, man. $50 million market cap. Supply is 666 million. I think you need 10,000 metal coins to run a validator node. When you have credit unions and or banks all over the country and maybe even internationally start spinning up validators and they all need 10,000. You know what? You know where this is getting at? They all need metal coins to use the network. You see where this is getting at? Anyway, who knows? Who knows what the price action is going to do? Who knows? Let me check out the what's going on with the feed. Let me check. Do you guys hold anything besides Qubic? Do you guys hold any coins outside of the Qubic network? Let me know. Maybe we can do some side research. I'm a big Metallicus network guy. I have a little bit of Carnomaly. What's Carnomaly doing? Mm, July 3rd was the last time they posted. Whoa. Why? They used to post a lot more often and have spaces. It's not a good sign. Straight out of today's dev call, the custom admin lead dashboard for the car garage is nearly ready for its June UK and US launch. Filter by location, brand, and more. We've added 443,000 more vehicles to car chain this week and have millions more to be added in the upcoming weeks. Okay, June 12th. Okay. I fuck with Carnomaly. They've been active lately. We are excited to reveal our new vehicle condition walkthrough UI. Yeah, I remember this post. This was a long time ago. That's more than a month. So this project is pretty much putting cars on the blockchain. It's like a almost like a CarMax on the chain. CarMax, Carfax, all that stuff on chain. Which is a pretty interesting idea. Hopefully it goes through. Hopefully it follows through. They're already like they make a lot of headway. And don't get me wrong, maybe recently their X page hasn't been active, but these guys would do spaces like every week. Their salesmen would be like pretty active, just doing footwork. I'm pretty bullish on Carnomaly. Haven't heard from them in a minute, so we'll keep an eye on them. Yeah, haven't been into much lately outside of Qubic. I consolidated a lot into Qubic. Like I used to hold SHX. I made some X's on SHX, then moved that all to Qubic. What else? What else did I have? V. I had V tokens, but then I got drained. I used to have Telcoin, consolidated all that. I used to have KLV, consolidated all of that. Oh yeah, ZBCN. I do have some ZBCN too. XCN, huh? I almost dabbled into XCN, but then the more I look into like, dude, once I saw Cubic, dude, it's like the black hole. Like I want to put more money into other projects, but then I think about it, I'm like, will it do better than Cubic? And then I just end up leaning back over to Cubic. So it takes a lot for me to invest into something other than Cubic right now. Cause I'll think about it, I'll sit and think, and I'm like, there's nothing bigger than AI right now. And like crypt and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of interesting tech in crypto. But let's be real, AI is where it's at. It's the next thing, and if you don't see it, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But like all the finance stuff, I feel like it's all gonna go to the people who have been doing it right the whole time. Like the finance stuff. I think Metallicus. I think they've been regulatory first. Um, yeah, I think the Metallicus network is gonna take over the finance side, or it's gonna be at least one of the big players. Qubic is for sure gonna be the biggest, if not one of the biggest players in AI, let alone Web3. Um, and maybe Carnomaly. It's pretty niche, but I don't know. There's not much. Like, what the hell is going on with crypto? You know what you know what I mean? Uh, let's go to Coin Market Cap real quick. Like, what's really happening, dude? What's happening for real? For real. Let's go through the list. Like no one gives a shit. I don't give a shit about Bitcoin. A lot of people do. It's digital. You ever notice how quiet Michael Saylor is all of a sudden? And his supporters? Digital coin, digital bam, digital blang, digital ass. Fucking digital tissue paper. Holy fuck. It's just big. It's numbers on a screen though. Um, what is it? What's happening? Six. Who cares? I'm saying this obviously I don't have Bitcoin. I used like a whole Bitcoin, but that goddamn BitConnect got me. Son of, hold on, am I still connected? Yeah, I am. Am I still connected, mate? Let me close this and that and this and this. Save some bandwidth and that and this and close it. And close that one. All right, coin market cap is not loading. Fuck it. Mm, dude. Mm, is it my internet or is it coin market cap? No, it's coin market cap. It's too much going on with coin market cap. Fuck it. Coin gecko it is. Hmm. Yeah, coin market cap's just not. It's too much stuff. Maybe it's a combination of the website just being too much and my internet, but yeah. Coin market cap, much going on? Solana, $76. Damn, Solana's fucking not doing well, huh? XRP, dude. Bitcoin is at 60. Bitcoin's, dude. People had the balls to say Bitcoin's going to 500,000. Dude, Tom Lee's talking about, oh, Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's gonna go to, oh, Ethereum's gonna go to 60K. All those guys are hiding under fucking rocks right now because they're idiots. CNBC, MSNBC, they just have these guys on. Oh, Ethereum's gonna go to 800,000. Oh,
Well, if you look at 30% per year for infinity, Bitcoin's gonna be $1 million. We're gonna pay the dividends. You know what I'm talking about?
and oh, did him. All right. Let me see. I'm not. I think I was disconnected for a minute. I want to see. I want to see if the bit I just did was recorded. I don't think it was. I might have been lagging the hell out. Oh man, I don't think it did. Oh no. All right, I hope you guys I hope you guys got that part. Oh man. All right. So Bitcoin. Oh man. So that was my Michael Saylor I've been working on my Michael Saylor impression. I'm gonna take that shit on the road. My Michael Saylor and Tom Lee. Dogecoin's at 6 cents. Dude, crypto just doesn't even make sense. I think Monero did the best all year. Let me see. Did it though? Dude, it's up 60% on the year. Look how high it went, dude. Holy fuck, it went to 700. Thanks to Qubic. Dude, it's up 60%. That's crazy. I think Monero actually did the best. What about Hyperliquid? That's crazy. Hyperliquid, 25%. Bitcoin, I think down fucking like 80% for 50% on the year. Yeah, dude. I think, dude, low key, the privacy coins are where it's at, man. Wow. What about BitTensor? Didn't do shit. Wow, down 50% on the year. Jesus. Wow, dude. Everything is just down. Dude, World Liberty Financial. Dude, we called that shit from the fucking jump, dude. Trash. Trash. That's crazy. It has the same chart as Cubic. Fuck. Damn, that's a bad look. Dude, call this shit though. Isn't that annoying that we have the same chart as World Liberty Financial? I see why there's no proud cubic holders like I mentioned in the beginning. But damn, we have the same chart as World Liberty Financial. I see oh, it's worse? 86%? All right, we got to laugh at ourselves, guys. 80%. Dude, we're worse than World Liberty Fi. All right, what the and it's still at 1.7 billion. Holy fuck. What are we doing? Damn, that hurts. That's painful. But you know what? We're in pain together, damn it. Damn, the crypto's ICP. ICP is garbage. How is it down 64%? Do you want to see the max, dude? Have you ever seen a dead body? Well, check this out. Check this out. Have you ever seen a dead body, dude? Oh, I remember this. $700. I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember this. I said, "What is this?" I said, "What is this?" Of course. Meow. Sank like a rock in a river, dude. Sank river. Pepe. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're here for the tech. Right, Cubicans? How for the year? God. I'm not even. What the heck? Did I disconnect again? Oh boy. Mm, my bad. I think I disconnected for a second. I think I'm back. Quant. How did Quant do for the year? Sorry, guys. My internet's no good. Quant is down. Yeah, dude, everything is fucking down except Monero. Everything is down except Monero. Let's look at Jupiter token. And so Jupiter is the biggest exchange on fucking Solana. 69%. So it doesn't even matter if you create your own token on your own platform. Even if the platform does $1 bazillion in fucking volume, your token doesn't matter. It's just a value extractor. Render. It's like I feel like a lot of these tokens and coins, they're just like fundraising mechanisms for the projects to like try something. You know what I mean? As opposed to where I think Qubic's actual coin is used as fuel to compute, to show proof that you're computing real AI solutions. So like real world solutions. So you figure out a real world problem with computations, right? And you're rewarded with Qubic. So that Qubic is proof that you solved an AI, like you improve, you helped train an AI. And to use that AI, which will have utility in the real world, you will need to be holding Qubic. So the very Qubic you earn through mining will be like kind of like your ticket to use the AI, assuming the AI is successful in like building what it's being built for, you know? Or it turns out to be what it's being built for, you know what I mean? Am I making sense? Or am I talking to the speculation gods? Am I making sense? Like a lot of these coins, aside from like stable coins, they're just like fundraising tools. You know, Bitcoin was like the first thing people were like using like to buy, you know, drugs and traffic people, right? In secret. Then you had Ethereum that had smart contracts thanks to or not yeah, they had smart contracts, programmable money. And then Ethereum went from proof of work to proof of stake, invented by the founder of Qubic. And from then on, you had a bunch of Ethereum clones. You had Solana and XRP. And everything else. Clone, 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 Monero, clone, 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 clone. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions? That will do for today's class. I'm about to sign up out of here. Oh, 39 minutes ago. After the July 13th security incident, 9 remediation actions were committed. 5 have shipped. 2 FA enforced for the entire GitHub organization. The fact that that wasn't already enforced is crazy to me. We're building $1 billion operation, and people don't have 2FA enabled. What the fuck? Code owner is required on all workflow files. Least privilege permissions mandated in every workflow. GitHub Advanced Security enabled on all public repositories. Auto-publish workflows disabled organization-wide. I mean, cool. Good. Good. That's a good change. Good. Remaining 4 are in progress. Static analysis tooling on a workflow PRs. Formalized incident response runbook. A quarterly access reviews. Environment scoped secrets with approval gates. Yeah, man. Up the security. Up the seguridad, man. That's crazy. Cause it, anyway, maybe I'm just yeah. Yeah, let me just shut the fuck up. Cause I feel like Google wouldn't, you know, security is like should be number one, and I know it is with Qubic. I feel like it should be, but that security breach was crazy. To wake up to that news the other week was nuts. I was like, what? What? Even regular civilians know. Even I have two-factor authentication on like all my shit. Like if you if you have potentially a multi-billion-dollar project you're working on, wouldn't you at least have two-factor authentic, like just a password? I wouldn't even be able to sleep right. You know what I mean? Without two-factor authentication. Anyway, oh snap, let me move this. Agitates public humiliation of a lawyer. Joseph McBride meets with Taste's oldest, most brainwashed cult members. Oh man, these guys. God bless their souls. Make sure you guys peep the last live stream I did. I also just uploaded a few videos, and I'm about to upload some more. Let me go to my channel real quick. Before I sign out. Make sure you visit the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by I think February, because then I think they're changing the subscriber thresholds, or they're changing something about monetization. So I'm trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers. So I only need 139 left. And let me see, September, October, November, December, January. I have five months to get 139 subscribers. So help a brother out, man. Tell your friends just to click over and hit subscribe. They don't even have to watch my videos. Just tell your homies, hey, I know this guy. Subscribe to his channel. Don't even watch his videos. Just subscribe. All right, so I got live streams for days on Qubic. Live stream after live stream after live stream. I got shorts here and there. Sometimes there's a moment in the live stream that I'll clip out. And I got little mid-form videos that may be entertaining for you guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. At Samson of LA. All right, you guys have a good one. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in.